Yes, I'm here at the Kern County Elections Office where the lines are just as long as they were yesterday. Plenty of people coming in with their mail-in ballots to drop it off at the secure drop-off zone behind me. Many of the restaurants here have had to expand their outdoor seating because of COVID regulations. So I know this can be confusing because so much has changed this year with the elections. But since everyone is receiving a vote-by-mail ballot in the mail, the Elections Office says that no absentee ballots will be sent out. Just about a month ago, Elizabeth Sanchez Gomez was standing over there, and a car that skidded off of East California Avenue crashed into her. Now, the passengers and the driver got out of the car and walked away. Two surveillance cameras caught the whole thing on video. They're both placed just under the sign of La Via Meat Market. There's usually traffic on Truxtun Avenue, but last night this road was jam-packed with cars, police, and paramedics after the shooting. 48 hours later, that letter is in my P.O. box, but it's postmarked in a city almost 80 miles away. When life gives you more than 300 pigs, you don't make bacon. Or at least that wasn't the plan for one woman in Weldon. This is a catalytic converter. It doesn't look fancy, but it's made of expensive precious metals, like platinum. Almost nothing remains of the cafe that many have come to know and love. Behind that fence is 18 years of work, completely demolished. From the skies of Bakersfield, Perla Shaheen, 17 News. Well, this is the last thing these owners want to deal with right now, especially with the pandemic impacting business. And now dozens of their employees are out of jobs for the holidays. I spoke with the owners of Tina Marie's and the Buena Vista Museum to see how they're going to move forward. Two fires broke out in downtown Bakersfield this morning, just a few hours apart. The first started at 2 a.m. That's when Tina Marie woke up to a phone call from her security alarm company.
We turned on the video cameras, and it was just, they were totally covered in like smoke.
She arrived to see her business engulfed in flames. It had started at the business next door and quickly spread to the roof of Tina Marie's.
I've been here for almost 18 years. It's not just a restaurant or just a business, you know, it's my life.
Firefighters stayed there all morning, but at noon, just 15 minutes after firefighters left, smoke billowed out of the top of nearby buildings, and firefighters returned to fight a second fire. Their priority, to keep it from spreading to the Buena Vista Museum next door.
We're just hoping and praying that it doesn't go through the walls to the museum. It could be a huge loss to this community.
Coral Hantrick is the owner of the museum and says it holds fossils and artifacts that could never be replaced.
We have dinosaur bones that are 60 to 80 million years old.
Mike Lencioni from Bakersfield Fire Department says the second fire didn't start on its own.
There were subjects possibly seen leaving, running from the structure as it was reported.
Tina Marie and Coral Hantrick say they've had issues with homeless encampments in front of their businesses. They both believe that's how the fires began. Now, as you can see, there are still plenty of firefighters here on the scene trying to make sure this fire does not restart again. Tina Marie says that she plans to rebuild and bounce back from this fire. We have a link to her GoFundMe on our website at kget.com. It'll go towards the employees who lost their jobs this holiday season. In downtown Bakersfield, Perla Shaheen, 17 News. Dozens from Bakersfield Police and the FBI searched southeast Bakersfield this morning for evidence that could lead to the boys. It's now been almost 2.5 months since 3-year-old Orson and 4-year-old Orrin West were reported missing. Law enforcement is keeping much of this investigation under wraps.
The facts of the case are still going forward. The boys have not been located, and there has been no arrests made.
But new developments have brought renewed energy to thousands looking for answers.
The boys will be found. They will be brought home.
Most recently, law enforcement searched for evidence in a dirt lot in southeast Bakersfield. It's near the Casa Loma apartments, where the adoptive parents of Orrin and Orson West used to live.
There's been numerous interviews, numerous search warrants, and that will continue until we know what happened.
Kern County Search and Rescue went out with more than 50 Bakersfield police officers and FBI agents to search the grounds. They also brought canines.
As far as if any items of evidentiary value were located, I can't get into specifics.
Police also would not say what caused this search party. Many Bakersfield residents have searched for evidence around this area before.
We've been here multiple times, actually. I'm not sure if the search that we did was as wide as the law enforcement did, but we did attempt to come out here in a few areas around here.
Bakersfield police only recently took over this investigation. Many are looking forward to seeing what they can do.
They're skilled at what they do, and now it's time for us to kind of set back and let them do their job because they have the manpower, they have the resources.
Complete strangers came together to plan a quinceañera that 14-year-old Alina Lopez won't forget. This is Alina Lopez.
Guys, baby, let's do something.
For years, she's dreamed of having a quinceañera.
I didn't think it was going to happen this big because at first we started for just like a small party at my uncle's house.
But then on July of 2019, 2 years before her 15th birthday,
that's when I saw the mass, and I immediately checked her in and started the process to find out what was going on.
Lopez was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer called sarcoma. Her family decided it'd be best to have her quinceañera a few months early, before starting chemotherapy.
I've been waiting for a very long time just feel like a princess.
Her nurse, Kim, reached out to different vendors to see if they could help organize the party.
To be able to give them something to look forward to on a day that they don't have to think about doctor's appointments, treatment, and just enjoy her has been amazing.
A handful offered their services for free, including an event planner.
I just couldn't believe that they actually wanted to help me and someone they have no idea who they are and have never met before.
The celebration had all the things that make a quinceañera memorable: flowers, cake, a mariachi band. But most important, family.
I mean, couldn't ask for more. And first of all, I want to thank everybody that participated and made her dream come true. Thank you.
Perla Shaheen, 17 News.